Sun Always Shines on TV. Isn't that a great song to play, even though I was actually talking about TV just then. Okay, so some mentions now. Krusty Loaf in Holt, of course, was another place that I visited, which is a little tiny little bakery hidden away in the little streets. They sell great bread, great cakes, great rolls, great big rolls. Lovely little bakery. Bought some lovely cake and a nice cup of tea and stuff from there. It was very, very nice. And the Millionaire shortbread as well. It's very good in there. And of course, Bakers and Lana's. That was another place that I went to as well. I had to mention that as well. I bought some lovely fudge and biscuits and stuff from there. It's quite expensive, but apart from that, it is really, really, really good. So go to Bakers and Lana's, lovely, lovely department stores in Holt. So there's a few nice places that I went to, and of course the Seals, as I said, the Seals as well. So there's lots of great places that we went to when we was up there. And it's a lovely little town, and it's a lovely little county as well. So if you go up, you know, up that way, do call into that little town, because it's really good.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. I want to come on over. Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? walk across the border. And I think about all the things, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Valerie! Valerie? Valerie! I love calling that song, but it's a lovely song, because my great aunt's called Valerie. She's all the way from the Amazon rainforest, and I'm going to give her, and as you know, because I have interviewed her on this very show a few times, so I thought to myself, well, why not play that song, because it always reminds me of her. So that's a lovely, lovely song, ladies. Right, okay, so if you're big tea drinkers out there, like myself, for example, love a cup of tea, I love my tea. And that shop that I mentioned earlier on, the Tea Caddy, they make their own teas, they make their own blends. Go in there, it's great. They'll serve you. I had about 10 different samples of cups of tea. It was incredible. And it was amazing as well. So if you do go in there, because it is lovely, lovely tea. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. And there's hundreds of varieties of their own teas. Hundreds of varieties. It is really, really, really good. And it is a lovely, lovely, the way they've done it is really nice as well. I have said some really, really incredible things on today's show, haven't I? The Young Person's Guide. That's a nice, relaxed. Well, I wouldn't say it's relaxed. I'd say it's quite up to beat, isn't it? Very up to beat. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to have one more song to play us out before we finish on today's show. So, have you had a great week? Have you had a great week? Do let us know. The conversation does continue after the show, of course. The right producer. Yeah, it is. It continues after the show. You know what to do. Just put what you want down, whatever you want to put down about our show, and we will give you a mention on the show. That's next week. There you go. So I want to thank my producer. I want to thank everybody who's helped me put today's show together. Of course, as I say every single week. And of course, I'd like to say thank you to you, dear listener. And as I say every single week, I hope there's somebody listening out there. Otherwise, I've been sitting here for the last 45 minutes talking to myself. There you go. I've said it now. I've said it. Here's Sister Sledge. Play us out.
Like birds of a feather, I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. Just begun to get our share of this world's delight. High hopes we had for the future and our goals in sight. We don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong. Oh no, this is our family jewel.
What a lovely way to finish on this week's show, isn't it? Sister Sledge, we are family. So great. And that's it. That's all I've got time for this week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. And I shall see you back here in this very spot next Saturday. Have a lovely weekend.